Crews and hundreds of local high school students got hands-on simulated training today, which could save their lives. Police officers and fire crews teamed up with Toledo Public Schools to get better prepared for an active threat. Kelsey Kogan was there. Kelsey, what was it like to watch this?
Well, Christy, it was intense and very controlled to see the officers taking charge. Nearly 400 students and staff at the Toledo Early College went through this lifelike scenario.
We exercise active shooter situations pretty regularly here at the university, and now that we'll be part of the rescue task force training, there's no reason why not to add that component to your exercise, because again, it's going to be a real component in a real world situation.
And the training was as close to a real world situation as they could get. It started with a mock active shooter walking through the halls of Toledo Early College, leaving injured students behind.
The intention was to make sure that this was, that it replicated a real incident as best as we could. As you saw, there were students who have been triaged. We have students who are playing to be dead. There are students who have been shot. There are students with just minor injuries. Plus, of course, we had the full evacuation to the non-academic center.
Not only was this hour-long training beneficial to students, but also the emergency crews with Toledo Fire, police, and officers on University of Toledo's campus.
The more we train, the more lives we can save if something like this does happen.
Our teachers were well prepared for addressing students' concerns, just the adrenaline flowing. So I would think that this process really will help them to work through a real event.
The University of Toledo's police department tells me that they want all their officers trained in this technique by the end of the year. Reporting in studio, Kelsey Kogan, WTOL.
New at 6 tonight, preparing for the worst with police, first responders, even a school district.
Several departments were out at Toledo Early College today, including students. It was all for an active shooter drill. NBC 24's Jay Hanna is live outside the school now. Jay, these students involved actually volunteered to be victims.
Jamie, students from the health program portrayed victims as a mock active shooting situation took place. Several departments acted on their rescue task force training during the exercise.
Putting their training to the test. University of Toledo Police, City of Toledo Police, Toledo Fire and Rescue, and Toledo Public Schools Department of Public Safety were all part of an active threat drill at Toledo Early College on Monday.
One reason I think I'm more excited about this drill is because we have so many different players from so many different agencies, and we're testing a number of different objectives. So it makes it very unique and exciting, and this is more realistic to how it would happen in the real world.
Beginning in March, all of the departments have been working on their rescue task force training. This is where paramedics and EMTs go into active threat situations instead of waiting for the shooter to be neutralized. Victims can now be treated sooner and have a greater chance of survival.
We had over 40 victims in this, so it's a quick triage of who we were able to save.
There are more than 370 students and 20 faculty members at Toledo Early College, and volunteers acted as if they were either injured, killed, or evacuated.
I was really surprised by how intense it was. I obviously know that in the event of a real incident that we will have casualties, those kinds of things will happen, but I was just really impressed with how well the students reacted and how seriously they took the situation.
Toledo Fire and Rescue Battalion Chief Bryce Blair says the more they all train, the more lives they will save.
The more you can duplicate what real life might be, the better. And matter of fact, we can even take this and notch it up, and that's our plans, is that we will even go farther than this.
Toledo Public Schools says that its students had ALICE training on the first day of the school year and says this just adds to their education on the subject. Live here in Toledo, Jay Hanna, NBC 24 News.